be a psychologist and not a gynecologist when dating. You know, kind of leave out the private parts until later on or whatever. But right now, ask those questions. Get in their mind.
Met Saint Quebec, man, a girl was heaven sent. Met Saint Quebec, man, a girl was heaven sent.
Yeah, so this is just my opinion. I feel like being intimate with a person should be based off of if you like their mind, their character, how they think. And you know that this could be different for anybody or for everybody. It could be different, but I feel like we shouldn't be falling in love with people based off of what they do or how they make us feel, because they could be just playing an act or a role. But I feel like if you kind of turn that off and use your mind, and of course it's easier said than done, but if you just kind of take away all the fairy tales and butterflies, if you can, you know, when you're dating, or you know, if you're really liking a guy, if you could just like wait a minute and just ask yourself, how do they make you feel as a woman or a man? Are they improving your life? You know, are they making you think in a way you never thought before? Are they encouraging you to be your best self? It's not about going out on dates, and it ain't tricking if you got it, who can spend the most money, wine and dine you, all that other. That's not really important, because I feel like we all know, like, we're a spirit being first. So like, talk to me nice and make my inner self, my inner man, feel good or whole and complete. And everybody cannot do that, you know what I mean? Everybody cannot speak to that part of you, because in a way, you know, we're all covered. God didn't give them the key to unlock that part of you. That's how come I feel like you could still be in a relationship and still not feel fulfilled, because that person wasn't assigned to see you. Remember, Iana said intimacy. Into me, see, you know, my heart, my fears, what makes me tick. That should be what it should be about, not really what you feel about, because feelings change. Just like, and you know, I'm just doing this video because of Ready to Love and Vernisha and Joel and that whole breakdown. And it just seems to me like Joel was talking a good game. He was playing that nice guy role. He was playing the part, you know what I mean? He didn't do anything disrespectful, but at the same time, you know, sometimes I think about, like, was he being vulnerable? Was he letting her in emotionally? Not just physically, you know, that's like basic, but like emotionally, was he letting his guards down? Was he talking about his fears, his childhood, his upbringing? Where does he see himself in the next 5-10 years? Like, really things that make that a person has to sit up there and think about. That's something that you can't really, that's not in the good guys playbook, you know. We start asking those deep questions. So that's why I said, you know, you have to be a psychologist. You have to get in these people's minds, because you want to see if you can actually vibe with them and if their mindset is something that you can appreciate in the long term. You know, because some people are very annoying, or you just may not like the way they think. Like, you know, and I learned that about myself. Like, all right, this person is cool, but I don't like the way they think. I don't like the way they think. Like, I don't like how, you know, they reason and you know, okay, for me, I realize that I don't like people that are shallow, that feel like they need something external to make them whole. I really don't like that. I like people that know that they are like all that, regardless of what they got on, whether their hairline is crooked, whether you know, their Gucci shirt get messed up, so you know they got to go to Walmart and throw that shirt on. You know what I mean? It don't make them feel lame because of it, because they know inside that they are, you know, that dude. So that's what I like. Look nice, all that great stuff, but I just feel like you can't really let, I don't know, external things move you one way or another. So That's just me. But I feel like you know that by talking to people and getting to know them. That's something you're not going to know. That's not something they're going to show you, but it's something that can be revealed as you guys progress and have conversations and have experiences outside of the bedroom. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. And like I said, in the other video, people are grown, so people want to do what they want. But you know what I mean? Just as a woman, I feel like to mitigate the heartbreak a little bit, step outside the bedroom and get to know these people, get inside their minds. That's what you want. Like as a woman, you want to know what they're thinking, what's in their head, how they think. They want to get you in a certain way, but you need to have your own goals too. You need to go in. Like I'm going to write about this. From the first month to the second month of dating, what you should know about the person. From 2 months to 3 months, what you should know about that person. Like a little checklist, because you know, some people don't even know these things, and that's their partner. You know what I mean? People are getting married to these people. People are having certain families with people that they really don't know. Like they know them, their name, last name, but they don't know them. And it's like you only find out after like a situation, after a disappointment or something, after you find out later on. But if you be a psychologist, you get your mental notebook out, the things you want to ask, the things that you need to see from off jump, you'll be okay. Just ask more questions. Ask more questions. And I feel like if something don't feel right in your spirit, like your inside, like, I don't like how you sat down, like how you treated the waiter, I don't like how that made me feel. Listen to that. That's just not your person. Because I just really feel like I need to talk to somebody like the older people that was married for years. And get their perspective on these things. Like, because I feel like when it's supposed to work, it will work. You don't have to force it. You don't have to change yourself. It'll just fit, you know? So that's all I had to say. Be a psychologist and not a gynecologist when dating. You know, kind of leave out the private parts until later on or whatever. But right now, ask those questions. Get in their mind. Don't leave no stone unturned. Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said. Ask questions. Ask what they feel about marriage. You know, things like that. Ask them who they watch on TV or who they listen to, what music they listen to. Oh my gosh, that's another big thing. I feel like men should do the same thing. If your girl likes Meg Thee Stallion and City Girls, I'm not 100% sure about that, you know? I'm just saying that from a woman's perspective. I don't know about that. And the same thing for me. Like, you think I'm going to be talking to somebody that listens to a bunch of Chicago trill music? That's going into your ear gates. I mean, it's going to your spirit. And that make somehow come out and turn on me. No. Like, oh my gosh. Plus, you know, I don't think, like, people should be listening to that stuff. Like, about murders and stuff and killing. That's not cool. So, I wouldn't, like, that would, like, be a check in my mind. Because, like, what are you feeding yourself? You know how we eat physical food. I feel like music and TV is your spiritual food because you are feeding yourself that. It is going into your subconscious. And it is like becoming one with you or a part of you. So I pay attention to that. So you guys pay attention to those kind of things too. Know a person, get to know a person, you know, fall in love with them that way. Not by how you feel or what they're doing. I think that's what I want to say. You know, it's not about feelings or being swept off your feet. Wake up from your fantasies. This is just a guy. You're just a girl, and you have to like live in the real world and deal with real things. Your fantasies can turn into a nightmare if you're still dreaming. So wake up and ask questions. Get in the person's mind. Find out how they think, how they reason, so you can be in good shape. Okay. You know, that way you can walk away like, all right, this is not what I want. We're not on the same vibe. We're not, you know, meshing. And I feel like you should know that by talking and conversations. Not after the breakup. Not after your heart is broken. And sometimes it does happen that way, but now it's time to guard your heart so it doesn't happen again.